I think some kind of brain machine interface that can give you cybernetic superpowers, I think, is probably good. It could, help people that have brain or spine injuries. Enable people who've never spoken for years to speak again, which we've done. Give people eyesight who have lost both eyes or the optic nerve, or maybe have never even seen at all, blind from birth, by direct interface to the optical centers in the brain. You can actually restore eyesight or give people eyesight that they've never had before, and you can enable people to walk again, which I think is profound. I mean, these are kind of Jesus level things, like let's say, like when technologies are hitting like Jesus level miracles,
And some people taking issue with the comparison there.
Shalom. Kol halo Yahweh Basum, Yahusha Basum, Rakach Wadash, the man said the Basils, the man said the elders, I agree Millstone, Ruel, and taught me this truth. Much respect to you brothers out there to preach his word and truth and sincerity, the rightful comes of earth. Tabernacle with David that's being risen up right before your very eyes, the hopeful elect, and the speckled bird. To you I say shalom. Shalom, shalom. Let's get into this lesson. Excuse me if I do go a little quick in the beginning. I was in the middle of recording and the video did not save, so damn Satan, man. Literally. All right. So, Salakia. But getting into this, brothers have already seen this. But just putting up my 2 cents of that of this, man. These are the times that we in. And you other camps that have been playing, right? Lollygagging, playing, right? Saying the MOTB is this and that, is white women, is, you're done. You're through, right? Now, you're going to have a certain sect of them, I believe, just me speaking as a man, you're going to have a certain sect of them wake up and realize, hey, hold on. The man of great millstone had it right all along. Because even when you look on these comment boards right here, right, which I already looked through, just some of these people's channels, right? You go through their channels, right? Looking like so-called Christians, man, right? When it comes to the topic of the MOTB, these Christians are leagues above you. They're leagues above you. They know what the MOTB is, but you niggas don't. That's a crying shame, man. So yeah, don't be surprised you'll have a sect of them wake up, and don't be surprised you'll have a sect of them that's just going to die on that hill, right? That can't admit that the men of the Lord, right, the men of GMS had it right all along, right? As you see, lying signs and wonders, the 666 stamp, right? He's going overboard. Hey, this is the plan. Hey, if you actually listen to the men of the Lord, right? Listen, actually take heed what the scriptures say, right? These are the times that we in. We telling you what time it is, right? The person says transhumanism, the ultimate form of slavery. Now, I believe I saw the other day, I believe it said the second richest man on the earth. It said he wants to implement surveillance, so no more privacy, right? These are the times that we in. And I believe I saw earlier today, right, about the transhumanism, how they want nanobots, right? They keep on saying that 2030, right? How they want nanobots to be within the body, and so they can live forever, right? We can't have these damn devils living forever. They got to be taken out of power. So, like I said, Salakia, bear with me. I am going a little faster, but it's only because I already did this lesson and it didn't save. So, Yahweh Ratazah, this one saves. Right, I'm going to get this right here, Revelation 13 and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? These people present themselves as lamb, all holier than thou, they're very peaceful, people to trust, but their actions and their words, they're as dragons, man. Their actions and their words, they're as dragons. These people are not to be trusted. The scriptures say, never trust thy enemy, right? No matter how this man presents himself, because especially with this MOTB, right? Oh, this is godlike power, right? They're going to present it as a convenience, but the elect knows, and the elect will not take it, right? Let's see. I beheld. I already read that verse 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, right? Because this is Rome 2.0. This is Rome all over again. And he caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed, right? And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Now we're going to get that word wonders, right? But getting into it, he has this nuclear missile. Matter of fact, you go into the account with Elijah, right? How he prayed to the Lord and had fire come down from heaven. And the other people that were serving them, other guys that went to stone, they were confounded, right? They were confounded. So this man has been given the power of technology, right? The power of the sword, the power of technology to make fire come down from heaven and to do all other signs and wonders, right? Other signs and wonders. But guess what? You have signs and wonders on the right-hand side, and you have signs and wonders on the left-hand side. And him talking about, people able to see again, and, able to hear again, able to speak again or not be mute. These are the signs and wonders on the left-hand side. But once again, the elect ain't going to go for it, because the elect knows that the spiritual power is coming, man. Healing is coming, right? Protection is coming. That's what we waiting for, man. We ain't going to take we of those, man. We ain't going to take that thing. So bear with me. I'm gonna get this. All right, this is wonders in Revelation 13, right? And it reads, matter of fact,
Strong's G 4592, Semayon. Semayon.
Semayon, right? A sign, a mark, a token, that by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others and is known, right? Left hand side and right hand side, they're going to be distinguished and known for their miracles on the left hand side. But then the people going to see us. We're going to be doing miracles. We're going to have that spiritual power. We're going to be distinguished and known. The people are going to know that a prophet had been among them, right? A sign, a prodigy, right? An unusual occurrence, transcending the common course of nature, right? We're going to transcend the common course of nature. This man is trying to transcend the common course of nature, right? So two powers are colliding or clashing against each other. But guess what? This man is boxing with the Lord, right? This is not of men, as the scriptures say. This is of the Lord. So, hey, you're going to find out the hard way when you throwing down with the Lord going to throw you down. Your arms are too short to box with the Lord, right? So once again, the people going to see us with that power. The people going to see this man with this power. And they, the scriptures read, which we may get, or I just may roughly paraphrasing, right? Rich or poor, free or bond, right? You may not buy or sell, least you have the MOTB. This is the time they be coming into. We did a lesson last week, if I'm not mistaken, right? They're blatantly telling you, if you do not take this thing, you're going to be ostracized, and you are not going to survive the next wave of human whatever they said, man, right? They're blatantly telling you, right? So these are the times that we in, man. All right, let's see. A sign, remarkable event soon to happen, right? Hey, we praying to see it, right? Because this man is going to get a lot of you people, but he's not going to get the elect. The elect is not going to take this thing, right? The elect is not going to take this thing, man. right? Hey, we looking forward to the spiritual power of miracles and wonders by power which authenticates the man sent by him, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading to God, right? It shows, right? We coming into the time where the people going to find out the hard way that what we've been saying is right. This man's infrastructure, he's about to set it up. The fourth industrial revolutionary. The people going to have to take this thing if they don't want to be ostracized. But the men of the Lord, the elect, right? People want to see that power upon us, man. Like I said, hey, Salakia, if I'm going through this a little quick, like I said, it's kind of annoying that, hey, it is what it is. Let's just put it like that. Let's get this. Revelation 16 and verse 2. And he went, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the you know what, and upon them which worship his image. So a lot of people that end up taking this thing, right, because that metal, that transmission, little Wi-Fi, whatever technology, the little Wi-Fi transmitter, right, Bluetooth transmitter, right, all those radio waves going through your body, it's not good for your body. It's not good for your health. So a lot of people are going to end up getting cancer. And so you done anyways, right? You say something, you do something they don't like, you're done. And then you got to eat a nuclear missile anyway. So you get cancer, they turn your stuff off, and you still done, right? Revelation 15 and verse 1. I love this right here. Right, and this is of our victory, man. We of those men, we be partakers of this. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for them is filled up the wrath of power. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, right? The elect looking down, or looking in the chariots in the glass and seeing that great lake of fire, man. The nuclear missiles, the bombs going off. And them that have gotten victory over the beast and over his image and over his MOTB and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass having the harps of power. And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of power, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Yahweh, power almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou king of the saints. So, hey, Yahweh Ratazah, this is us, man, right? This is us. We able to see the destruction of our enemies, the downfall of our enemies, right? That's going to be so beautiful, right? And to see, that hard work that you put in, that hard work, that dedication, that 144%, that you put into this truth, the Lord's going to reward you. And it's going to be a beautiful reward, man. All right. So, hey, this one's a little quicker than my first one. But, hey, Yahweh Desires edifying lesson. Shalom.